Are here alongside Jack Taylor and our Lewis Simpkins Player of the Game Award winner, number 14, Jalen Morris for Spring Valley. Running back, do you play defense at all too?
No, I didn't play any defense.
Not defense, just all you do is scoop and score, right?
Yes, sir.
Jalen here had 8 carries for 156 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. Had that one really nice play where you came over onto this side of the field, kind of cut it back, had some running room, made a couple guys miss. Just talk us through that play and kind of what you saw, and was it all instinct, or did you see something that made you want to cut it back to the other side?
It was just instinct, because when I ran, the play was designed to go to the other side, and I just ran straight into my guy. And I saw an open lane, so I cut it back. And
you run this triple option offense, which is kind of old school. Not very many teams do it nowadays. It's mostly about spread. Like River Bluff runs a spread kind of triple option thing, but you guys do a very classic line up under center, just go from there. You have so many options, so many athletic players. What's it like operating in an offense like that where you have so many different guys who can score with their hands on the ball?
I just don't think anyone can stop it. I just don't think so. And then it's hard at first, but then when you keep practicing, it pays off.
Awesome. I'll let Jack get a question in here.
Your quarterback, Hill, he seems to be a big impact on the offense. And when y'all running that option, there seems to be a big communication there. How important is that give and take between the two of y'all to make y'all be successful?
It's really important on the field and off the field. Like, we're bonded like this off the field, and it's just we have to talk to each other, have to get the play right, and it just all flows together.
And then next week, taking on Dutch Fork, that's obviously a big game. What's your week like in preparing for getting ready for that game?
All business.
All business?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, thank you, Jalen. And here's your award for the night. He's our Lewis Simpkins Player of the Night award. And there you go. Thank you very much.
Easy come, easy go.
Jack Taylor alongside Patrick DeMar and Coach Bacon. Now, Coach, it was a good game tonight. You were coming up against a team that didn't seem it was going to be much of a challenge, but how do you keep your players, how do you keep their head on straight and make sure they still take this as seriously as any other game?
Well, they're well coached. They've got a good group of kids over there. We knew they were going to be physical and get after us. They played everybody really, really close. And, it's 14-7 there. So, our kids really kind of buckled down. River Bluff has, like I said, has a good team. And we just want to stay focused because we know obviously next week's a big game against Dutch Fork.
And then throughout the night, you had a couple sloppy turnovers. How do you go about, because in Dutch Fork, they're not going to be so lenient against those turnovers. What do you do throughout the week to make sure that doesn't happen again?
I think the biggest thing is we got to work on that in practice, focus. We know that's been kind of a bugaboo for us all years. We've had some turnovers. We've been really good because our defense usually turns the ball back over for us, and they did. And then just basically do what we do. Just be physical, be smart, and just be able to control the ball.
And then what are your personal biggest points going on to take on going into next week?
I think the biggest thing is I remind them the game last year. Last year we were winning with about 5 minutes left in the game, made some mistakes at the very end. They came back and won. you know, for these seniors, this is their last shot at Dutch Fork. You know, possibly we could play them again in the playoffs, but we want to win a region championship. That was our goal from the very beginning, and it happens next Friday.
Coach, you guys had 400 total yards rushing tonight, from running backs, quarterbacks, wide receivers, you name it, really. What's it like to be in charge of an offense with so many playmakers?
Well, it's pretty good as a coach. They make you look a lot better than what you probably are. So, but yeah, our offensive line did a great job, and our backs are really good. And we're fortunate. We have a lot of guys that can run the ball. We've got one of our fullbacks was dinged up. We didn't play him tonight, but you know, it's exciting. That's kind of what we want to do. It kind of wears people down, and we want to ball control, and that's what we got to do if we play Dutch Fork. We got to keep the ball away from them.
Yes, sir. And you also have Channing Tindall, obviously, on the defensive side of the ball. I'm sure everybody asks you this question, but is he, when he walks into the locker room, is it kind of does it go unsaid that he's kind of the leader of the team?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's been around. He's the only one that's a 3-year starter for us, so he's been around. He's been at Fort Dorchester. He's been down at Conway. He's a great leader, and I think the most thing, he's very humble. He's a very hardworking young man, works hard in the weight room, is a good student. He's a 3.3 student, and just does all the things that coaches ask.
Yes, sir. And when we asked Jalen Morris about as far as preparation for this week, he said it's all business. Do you just kind of reiterate that?
Absolutely. I mean, this is what we've been planning for all year. I told the guys, you know, hey, we control our destiny. You know, we can be satisfied with being second place in the region. We locked up second place, but, you know, we came here to win a championship.
And my final question here for you, Coach. What's it like facing off a team while your brother isn't the head coach of River Bluff? He's in part of the coaching staff as well. Is it still cool to kind of go brother to brother like that?
Oh, I mean, we've been doing that since we've been little, so it's fun. I mean, he's competitive, I'm competitive. We grew up with 3 brothers. You know, God bless my mom for having to put up with all the stuff we did as little kids, but we love to compete against each other. And he gets the best out of his players when he plays us. I think we get the best out of our players when we play them, and it's a great experience. He does a good job, and, you know, Coach Thompson, Coach Harding, all those guys at River Bluff are all good friends of mine, so it's good to compete with those guys.
Certainly beats Tecmo Bowl, right?
Absolutely. I don't think I could beat him in Tecmo Bowl, so I got to win tonight. That's the most important thing. So,
all right. Well, Coach Bacon, thank you very much. Good win tonight. Good luck next week.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
Once again, Jack Taylor, Patrick DeMar here alongside Coach Bacon. Spring Valley defeating River Bluff 44-20 tonight. They've got a big game next week against Dutch Fork. Thank you, guys. Tune in to the Walk Ons radio show next week.
You've made iHeartRadio the fastest growing music app in the U.S. Why? Because we connect you to all of your favorite music and radio stations in one free app. And this fall, prepare to take control of how you listen to the radio.
Replay.
That song on your radio you just can't hear enough? Immediately replay and sing along again.
Save.
Save the music you love on the radio directly to your playlist.
Play.
Search for and play any song on demand.
Skips.
Unlimited skips.
Offline.
Take the music from your favorite stations offline. Introducing iHeartRadio Plus and iHeartRadio All Access. Your radio now on demand.